Just watching Rhett Scholl's video on Les Pauls. So cool, man. I'm very lucky. Every morning, my wife makes breakfast in this green juice, which I know to most people, they're gonna be like, ugh, green juice? This thing actually tastes amazing. She makes this delicious hot breakfast in a green juice, drops it at the stairs for me while I'm up here working every day. It's awesome. You know, I think one of the main differences between working in a studio now, maybe not one of the main differences, but a difference, is when I wasn't filming things, this would never happen. This is life now. So as I mentioned in my video the other night, I'm working on this song. And I've kind of gone through and pre-produced the whole thing. Really wanted to land on the correct sounds for the whole song and the correct performance that I wanted on it. And I think I've gotten there. Everything outside of vocals. Obviously vocals will be a big part. Sonically, all the decisions on the instruments, the amps, the tones, the mics, the drums, etc. have all been decided. And they all sound really great. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through and actually, one by one, recut everything so that I can film that process and show you each part of the signal chain. So you can see and hear it from the beginning and then see it in the big picture context when the song is done. Hopefully this is like stuff that is interesting to someone, because this is the stuff that's interesting to me. And when I worked as an assistant engineer in a studio, when I got to, you know, be on sessions with incredible producers and engineers every day, like that those were the takeaways that really mattered for me. It's like, oh, that's how you do that thing. Now I know. So yeah, I'm gonna do that in a series of videos. I've actually started filming one of those videos, or I guess several of those videos, but one of those videos is the acoustic guitar for the track and how I mic'd it and stuff. But I want to change a little part of my setup so that it makes this video and the other videos going forward more interesting. The goal is to be able to either record something and capture that recording while I'm making a video so that you can hear it the same way as it's being captured, instead of like the camera mic recording the speakers or something like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually go back behind the Grace monitor controller unit, take the third set of speaker outs, patch those outputs into this Tascam DR70D. And this thing's cool. It has 3 XLR and TRS inputs here and one on this side. So you've got essentially 2 stereo inputs. So I will do inputs 1 and 2, line level into this, and then I have a 3rd and 4th input. The 3rd will be a microphone for me to sit here and basically talk, and I can essentially just operate my computer and console, flip between the two, have some headphones on so that the playback doesn't get into the microphone, talking to the microphone, and show you exactly what I'm doing, regardless of I'm on input or playback or changing things actively on the console. You'll be able to hear all of those changes in real time I just press one button, which records to an SD card in the back, and this thing just runs off AA batteries.
Here we go.
Actually, I think instead of taking this out, I'm just gonna pull the whole rack out, get back there, and run it through the back, because I also want to move this snake that I keep over here, this little panel. I want to run it this way over next to my desk so I can actually patch things in here without having cables run across my floor. Now these are the Danger Fox Xylo racks, by the way, and one cool feature about them is they're on casters, so I can just pull this whole thing out here and actually get behind the rack quite easily. See that? As much stuff is hooked into the back
it's actually pretty nicely laid out and accessible back here. And especially once I move this snake, which is coiled up on the wall there, it should be even cleaner back here. God, I love this design. This is just so freaking awesome.
Another cool part about these racks is the way that the backs of them are designed are very accessible. So you've got like these little walls here. They're just magnetic. So they just snap on and snap off. And I mean, really, really well built. So I'm gonna go ahead and run those 2 lines for the speaker outs on the Grace, and then I'm gonna move my panel back here around to the other side. All right, so theoretically, we've got blue left, black right. Plug these into 1 and 2. 1, 2. Turn this guy on. Now we come over here and we switch from speaker 1 to speaker 3. Currently on the Apollo. Let's play some music. And then we come over here. We see our levels coming out. And levels coming in. Now I can plug in my microphone and hit record. You probably won't see this in the shot, right? All right, let's test this out, see how it sounds. Got my microphone on my camera, usually from this distance. The camera's pretty far from me, I can't even reach it. And since there's like the console here and stuff, it probably doesn't sound that great. But I do have the shotgun mic here, just hopefully just out of frame. So theoretically, you can hear. All right, let's test this out. Jump forward. Amazing. Playback works. All right, now it's a bit later, 6:19. 10 hours later. I'm usually not super great at this time of day because I go to bed very, very early. But we're going to go do a podcast. I'm literally just making the coffee over the coffee cup at 6:30 p.m. or 6 whatever p.m. just because I'm going to get sleepy and I need to not be sleepy on the podcast. This is nice. So how long have you been doing this podcast?
This is the second time we've done like a series of blocking it off.
Okay, so you've done
we haven't
handful
released
of
any episodes. We've done like 4, like you're gonna be the 4th or 5th, and then I have 2 tomorrow, 1 on Monday, and then I have like people booked for April. And then once I have like 10, 12 backlog, then we'll start.
That's cool.
I'm excited.
What's the name of the podcast?
Did I not tell you?
No.
Enlightened or whatever.
Enlightened or whatever? Oh,
yeah. Wait, can I show you the artwork? Did I not send you the artwork?
I don't think so.
I'll show you the artwork.